Hey there, my friend, welcome. My name is Dr. Anthony Balduzzi. I'm the founder here at the Fit Father Project. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do cable crossovers, which is one of the best exercises for working your pecs and building strong, lean, defined pecs. So we're here in my home gym, and we're going to go through this exercise. I'm going to actually demo it for you. And at the end of this video, after we've gone through the demonstration of all the fine form points, I'm going to give you some ideas on some sets and reps and recommendations on how you can incorporate cable crossovers into your routine so you can have a bigger, stronger chest, and how this exercise plays in with other great chest exercises like the bench press, dumbbell bench press, etc. We're going to cover all of that in this video. So get out your pen and paper, start taking some notes, and let's dive on in, my friend.
FitFatherProject.com.
All right, so let's start looking at the cable crossover. And to do that, first I want to talk about some of the anatomy and functions of the chest. So when we're doing our normal chest pressing, whether it's a dumbbell or barbell bench press, which is a staple of good chest exercise, we know that we're pressing our arms away. But the chest is not just an extender of an arm, but it also adducts, which means brings the arms to midline. So the optimal area to work the chest is not just this extension of the arm, but it's also adduction. So it's in this vector. And that's important to know because the benefit of cable crossover is that it works in the natural arc of the chest. We move the chest in and across. So we're getting tension across these lines. That's ideal for the chest. A large wide grip bench press where you're pressing out like this does not work the chest as much as if we can move our hands across. And you can feel this sitting where you're watching on the phone or a computer. Take your arm, move it across your body, feel what happens to your pec. It's going to contract. So that's great to know when we do the cable crossover because we're going to avoid some mistakes that people make in the finishing position. So to get started, you need cables. And there's so many ways you can set this up. You can set the cables up high, you can set them up low. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to set them up roughly around shoulder height for me, which works really well. And because this is kind of like a home gym setup, you may be at a gym where you have the cables really far across on one of those spanning machines. You might have one down here, one down here. That's fine. Same principles are going to apply. So we're going to grab our cables, and I'm going to walk them out right to here. And so to start the cable crossover, we want to get the chest in a loaded position. So I'm going to bring it right out here. You can see my chest is in a big pre-stretch. Taking a deep breath, expanding. My chest has that nice pre-stretch. Now from here, what I'm going to do is start to bring the cables around, almost like I'm hugging a tree. They're coming around, and at the top, the cables cross. And I'm finishing with that strong motion. And do reps a little quicker so it's realistic right here. Finish. Open, big stretch, pause for a second, close, right on in. Open, big stretch, pre-stretch, come on in, arms over top, squeeze. This X on the hands is essential because that's the peak contraction of this exercise. So here, open, come across, squeeze the chest, open, down across, squeeze the chest, open, pause, through, squeeze the chest. So a benefit of this particular exercise is there's so many different angles we can do. You can play with the low angle where you do more of like a scoop fly. You can play with a very high angle where you're coming down. I find the biggest bang for the buck is this kind of shoulder friendly, regular shoulder height angle where we're focusing on really hugging around that tree, crossing the arms at the top. This is not an exercise where we're maxing out the weight stack. It's a lighter exercise. We're going to focus on a really beautiful contraction on the chest. So make sure on the top as you're coming through, those arms cross. Cable crossover. A lot of people make the mistake of stopping their arms just like this. Remember, the chest wants to adduct. It wants to move the arms to midline, so you'll get a better contraction by crossing. And it doesn't matter if you cross one over the other. For the purpose of consistency, I like to do one, then I'll switch the other one, but it's not going to make a big deal. The finishing position is pretty similar. And what I want you to focus on with this exercise, because it's lighter, is continuous tension, like non-lockout reps where you're coming down, you're here, continuous tension on the chest, and you turn it around and you're squeezing. Keep constant tension on that chest. Keep it squeezed. You're going to get the biggest bang for the buck. This is not the exercise where you're trying to max out. It's more of a finisher. So on that note, what I really do recommend is that you throw cable crossovers after your main pressing. If you want a great chest, a strong chest, a big chest, you need to prioritize heavy pressing on your dumbbells, on your barbells, whatever you like to do, but that comes first. Get strong on your presses, and then afterwards, to get some pump and some blood flow into your muscles, do things like cable crossovers. They're fantastic. Really, really, really great. And I recommend 2-3 sets of a higher rep range. 12 to 15 reps is a little more of a finisher motion after you've done heavy pressing in a slightly lower rep range. That seems to work best. It's a great thing to throw on your pressing days, whether you do a chest day or whether you do a full pressing day. Include cable crossovers. They're absolutely amazing. You get that constant tension. It's a really great exercise. So I hope you got some ideas on some key form points. I want to mention one more thing. A mistake that people make that I couldn't actually make, because you can see these handles are actually fairly close together. When you have really, really, really wide handles, like you're pulling from these cable machines where I have to go grab this one, then grab this one, at the bottom of the motion, my hands are really extended out like this. Now, this does not stretch the chest any more than this does. Because remember, the chest has this is the length of the chest muscle, right? It attaches here on the humerus, and so it comes across here and attaches here to the pec, to the ribs. So this right here, this motion does not stretch the chest anymore, but it does stretch the biceps. So a lot of people make a mistake of coming way out here and it ends up being like a bicep curl into a cable crossover. Keep your arms in a position where your biceps are not as involved in it. Right here, like a 90, so you're using your chest, versus here ends up being a chest and a bicep exercise, and your biceps can become a rate limiting factor in your success with this exercise. So that is another key form point. I want to make sure that was communicated. And that's it, my friend. I hope you found this valuable. If you like this, we have tons of other exercise tutorials on the best exercises for every body part. And we actually have a free PDF that we can send straight to your email that lists all the 50 of the best exercises based on body part. And we give you all the video tutorials, all the quick links, and these are actually research backed by the EMG studies, like what are the most effective on chest. And the cable crossover happens to be one for the pec, but there's a couple other ones, as well as what you need to know for back, shoulders, abs, arms, calves, everything. We got that in that PDF, so it's really convenient. We'll send that straight to your email, and then we'll follow up with you about some of your goals and give you some great training. We have free workouts, free meal plans. We'll send those right to you, because we're the Fit Father Project. It's our mission to help you live longer, stronger, and healthier for your family. This is what we do. So thanks for stopping by this video. I hope you found this valuable. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Let us know. We put a lot of effort into these videos, and we'd love to know that this is helpful for you. And definitely drop us a comment if you learned anything new, or if you have any form points. If you're an accomplished lifter and you have some ideas, comments, and feedback, we'd love to hear those as well. And subscribe to our Fit Father Project YouTube channel. As of shooting this video, we have over 150 videos on the channel already on exercise tutorials, but we also cover nutrition, supplementation, motivation, all the stuff you need. So subscribe for access to all those videos and to get notified when we post new videos every week. It's a great resource, and we'd love to have you as a part of our Fit Father Project YouTube community. And if you're watching here on the blog, awesome. Definitely download that free PDF of the best exercises, and I can't wait to see you around the channel, around the blog. Have a great day, my friend. Go forth, pump up those pecs, and I'll talk to you very soon.